hypocrisy. It just shows that, hey, look, I got no flaws. Look how I look. Look how I walk and operate, right? But behind the scenes, you start seeing hatred. You start seeing murmuring, right? Adultery, fornication. All this stuff is hidden. The scribes and Pharisees wasn't rolling right?
Thou blind Pharisee.
What?
Thou blind Pharisee.
He said they blind. The blind Pharisees, read.
Cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also.
Right, he said, he's talking about them, their mind. Clean up your mind so the outside can appear to right. Don't be fake. Don't put on a mask. We are the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And we got to make sure we examine in ourselves. We got to cross-reference that. We got to see who we are, who we want to be, right? Who we are in the Bible, right? Are we the righteous that's going to examine and fix ourselves? Or are we like the wicked? Like an example, like the scribes and Pharisees and Sadducees, right? Are we their doppelgängers?
Hey, y'all see what's going on out here? Brothers are waking up. Subscribe. Hit that bell button. Stay tuned. Look for more videos to come. All right? Shalom.
Hey, shalom. Most High in Christ bless you all, Israel. I'm Officer Joshua out of IUIC Houston. All praises. All praises. Hey, first off, we want to give glory and honor and praises and majesty to the Most High God and his son, our King, Jesus Christ, the Black Messiah, for giving the wisdom and understanding, raining it down on our leadership, bishops, deacons, captains, and officers for putting in the work for all these years so we, as the people of God, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, can be ready in these last days, right? So definitely want to give honors as well to them for putting in the work, right? So all praises. So without further ado, we about to get right into the topic, all right? The title of this class is called Hypocrisy, Spiritual Doppelgängers of the Scribes and Pharisees. So that's what we're going to deal with. Yes, this is one of these classes, right? We got to self-examine ourselves. We got to cross-reference us with the scriptures so we can be prepared, right? All right? So without further ado, I want to open up first scripture, Romans 15:4. All right, we're going to open up with Romans 15:4. Come on.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4.
Come on.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So the things that was written aforetime is the scriptures, the testimonies of Christ, the laws of God. That's what's written aforetime, right? For our learning, possessive pronoun. Those are the nation of Israel for our learning. Come on.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
So we, through patience, that's the same hour, that we, through patience and the comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. Patience for what? When we going through tribulations, when we going through trials, we can patiently go through the scriptures and have hope for what? Redemption and salvation, right? These are the things that we're hoping for, mercy and compassion, right, during these trials. And then self-examination so we can be prepared, right? 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Let's go with that.
2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5.
Read.
Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
The Bible says examine yourself whether you be in the faith. How we examine ourselves. You know, you went to school, you did an exam, you did those pop quizzes. You examine yourself, what you deal with the scriptures. Read it again.
Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
Uh-huh.
Prove your own self.
We got to prove our own self. We got to cross-reference ourselves. Read.
Know ye not your own selves?
Uh-huh.
How that Jesus Christ is in you, except you be reprobates.
How Jesus Christ lives within us, except we reprobates, which means except we void of judgment. We don't see the things everybody else see. You know what the term is? You smell you before anybody else. When you getting out your car, you leaving your house, you see your face before anybody else do. So fix that. That's on your face, man. Right? Hey, so we're going to open up with our first, that definition, that thesaurus. I want that one first. All right? Because we're dealing with hypocrisy, spiritual doppelgangers of the scribes and Pharisees. You can read that right there.
The New Rogus Thesaurus in dictionary form, edited by Norman Lewis.
Right. I like these books. Let's open up. It's page 243. Go ahead.
Hypocrisy, double dealing.
So we're dealing with hypocrisy, double dealing. That means you one way and you another way at the same time. You dealing double. Go ahead.
Two-facedness, duplicity, Phariseeism.
What?
Phariseeism.
Wow, even the white man know what hypocrisy is. Phariseeism. Come on.
Phariseeism. Insincerity.
Insincere mean you fake. Go ahead.
Picksniffery.
Picksniffery. That ain't a normal Negro word, man. Come on.
Deception, pretense.
Deception and pretense mean you fake. Read the second one.
Hypocrite. Pharisee. Tartuffe. White sepulchre.
White is sepulchre. You read that in the scriptures. Come on.
Pretense.
Pretense. All of these terms, right, is a form of hypocrisy. And we're going to deal with that, right, in the scriptures so we can cross-examine ourselves. Let me get the video one. Let me get number one. The first video that we got, because, look, we got to have examples, right? Let's go.
Hypocrites are everywhere, hiding behind fake smiles and empty words. They preach integrity, but act out of selfishness. They criticize others while hiding their own flaws. Spotting them is crucial. Watch for contradictions between their words and actions. Are they quick to judge but slow to change themselves? Do they promise much but deliver little? Hypocrites thrive on deception, but their masks always slip. Stay sharp, stay true to yourself, and never let their double standards bring you down. Call them out, rise above their lies, and surround yourself with real people.
Hey, that is some good stuff right there. It said something about they mask gonna slip off. We gotta examine. We gotta be able to identify that. First off in ourselves, yes. First off in ourselves, we gotta be able to do that, right? Because it's a facade, right? It's fake. You put it on an act. You don't even have to go to the what they call it, the arts class. I forgot what it's called, but you don't even have to go to that. You're already doing it right now. You're a perfect actor, and we gotta identify that infirmity, right? That evilness that's in us, and we got to clean it, burn it away, right? That's what this class is about. So let's deal with the scribes and Pharisees. Matthew 23, verse 1.
The book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 1.
Come on.
Then spake Jesus to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat.
Hold up. It says the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. What was the seat that they were sitting in? Judges, leaders, right? And what they let you know, they understood the laws. Right. They understood God's commandments. Give me Exodus real quick, chapter 18, verse 13. Just an example on Moses' seat. Because he said, listen, beware of them. He didn't say, hey, listen, those are the guys you got to go to. These are the men you got to learn from. Yes, he said it, but he said, beware of them, right? That's not a good term, a friendly term. It's not one of those ones you like, hey, look, that's the person. They got righteous examples. Read that. What's Moses' seat?
Exodus chapter 18, verse 13. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people.
Read it again.
And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people.
So the seat that Moses was sitting in is to judge the people, which means what means what? Moses understood the laws. All right, he understood it and how to guide the people. Read on.
And the people stood by Moses from morning until the evening.
You see that? That lets you know that what? The people understood. The people understood who understood the laws as well. Where are they going to get their understanding? Where are they going to get the correction from? Right? Let's go. Jump down to verse 16. This is his father-in-law talking to him. Watch this. Read.
Verse 16.
Come on.
When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another. And I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws.
I make them know what?
The statutes of God and his laws.
Right. So Moses is like, hey, listen, this is the seat of Moses. Let's go back. He said, I make them understand the statutes of God. So the scribes and Pharisees understood what? The laws, statutes, and commandments. They understood it because they read it. Right? Let's go back. Matthew 23. Let's start at verse 3.
Matthew chapter 23, verse 3. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. But do not ye after their works, for they say and do not.
Wait a minute. He said they don't do what they tell you to do. Because what? They understand the law. Don't do after they works because they say one thing and they do another. That's the perfect example of a hypocrite, right? Hold that. Give me Romans 7:1 real quick. Romans 7:1.
The book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 1.
Read.
Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law.
Paul, like, listen, I speak to them that know the law. Who is that? Those are the leaders. Those are the brothers and sisters as well that understand the script that's been taught. They know the law, right? But this in context is the leaders. Read.
How that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth.
Right. So basically, they understood the law. They understood sacrifice. They understood the commandments. These brothers knew the law. Let's go back. That's why you say all they observe do. I mean, all they tell you do, but don't do after their works because they're hypocrites. Read that again.
Matthew chapter 23, verse 3.
Read.
All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do. But do not ye after their works.
Give me Romans. Oh, go ahead.
For they say and do not.
Romans chapter 2, verse 1. They say and they do not.
Come on.
What is Christ explaining? They hypocrites. These are hypocrites in the sight of the Lord. Come on.
Romans chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore, thou art inexcusable, old man.
You ain't got no excuse, old man. None. Come on.
Whosoever thou art that judges.
What? He said, whosoever thou art. So who is this? These are the leaders. These are the Pharisees. These are the leaders that understand the scriptures. Read.
For wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself.
Right. Well, how is that possible? How is it? Because they are being hypocrites. You are teaching, they're teaching one way, right? They're being one, and then they're doing something different. That's what's going on with the scribes and Pharisees. Read.
For thou that judgest doest the same things.
Jump down to 17.
Verse 17. Behold, thou art called a Jew, and retestest in the law.
And restest in the law. Read again.
Behold, thou art called a Jew, and restest in the law.
You know, you rest, you relax. That's your comfort. That's the area where you understand, like your home. You rest in your bed, right? You know, when you travel, right? You go to the hotels or whatever. You can't really get comfortable there. But you go home, you like, hey, this is the right spot to be right here. This is I can go to sleep quick. The scribes and Pharisees, they rest in the law. They know this. Read it again.
Behold, thou art called a Jew, and restest in the law.
You rest in the law. Read.
And makest thy boast of God.
Hey, man, I know the scriptures. Come to me, learn from me. I sit in Moses' seat. Read.
And knowest his will.
And you know the will of God. The Pharisees understood the will of God. Come on.
And approvest the things that are more excellent, being instructed out of the law.
Because they learned, right? They are groomed to learn, right? Come on.
And are confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind, a light of them which are in darkness.
Right. The light to them that is in darkness. Let's go back. Let's go back to Matthew 23. Reverse, let me see, 3.
Matthew chapter 23, verse 3.
All
therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not.
Right, so Christ is warning the people, do what they're telling you to do, because why? They rest in the law, they understand, they sit in Moses' seat, right? They know the will of God, but don't do what they do, because one thing they say like a hypocrite, right? But they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Don't follow their example, right? Because why? When you in hypocrisy, it just shows that, hey, look, I got no flaws. Look how I look. Look how I walk and operate, right? But behind the scenes, you start seeing hatred. You start seeing murmuring, right? Adultery, fornication. All this stuff is hidden. The scribes and Pharisees wasn't rolling right? Read verse 4.
For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders. But they themselves would not move them with one of their fingers.
Right, they biased, they double standard. They ain't finna do what they telling you to do, right? They putting grievances on brothers and be like, I ain't finna do none of that. They ain't gonna tell you that. They weren't gonna tell them that. But he's telling them, right, this is because Christ understood the spirit, right? He's saying, listen, they telling you one thing and buying heavy burdens on you, but they not gonna do it themselves. That's a hypocrite. Read verse 5.
But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
You see that? That's what hypocrites do. You know what it means to be seen of men? You want to have the glory and shine on you. The only reason why I'm doing this is so people can see me and glorify me. That's what they do. This is what they do. Read that again.
But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Uh-huh.
They make broad their phylacteries.
You know, they put on a costume, right? These brothers, they had the phylactery. They made broad the phylacteries. Go ahead.
And enlarge the borders of their garments.
Right. So what? So they can be seen of men. So you'll know, oh man, that's the man right there. Them the guys. Right? And guess what? You think they wives weren't doing that either? You think they had their wives weren't rolling like that either? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? One flesh. Wives like, yeah, baby. I want to get up in that upper room too with you. I'm telling you, women was doing the same. Hey, I'm just saying, right? So watch this here. Let's go to, let me see. So they can be seen. Read verse 5 one more time.
But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Right. Give me Matthew chapter 6. No, I'm sorry. Matthew 23 and verse 25 and 26. Read that.
Come on.
Chapter 23, verse 25.
Read.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites.
What?
Hypocrites.
What?
Hypocrites.
Hypocrites. Christ is cussing them out in this chapter. Go ahead.
For you may clean the outside of the cup.
You know you have a cup, right, and you cleaning that outside. You don't really see the inside till somebody actually look in there. You got to, not them glass cups. I'm talking about them cups that you can't see. They clean that cup, make it look nice, put jewels on there, got a little gold trim. People look at it like, wow, that thing look good. It's talking about them. Read it again. For you may clean.
For you may clean the outside of the cup and of the platter.
And the platter.
But within, they are full of extortion and excess.
Right. Extortion, hustling for money, and excess. They got a lot of stuff and don't want to give nobody else nothing. You got all that. You know what I'm saying? Read on. 26.
Thou blind Pharisee.
What?
Thou blind Pharisee.
He said they blind. The blind Pharisees. Read.
Cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter. That the outside of them may be clean also.
Right. He said he's talking about them, their mind. Clean up your mind so the outside can appear to right. Don't be fake. Don't put on a mask. Matthew chapter 6, verse 1. We dealing with they want to be seen of men. This is what a hypocrite do, right? You putting on a play. Matthew 6 and 1.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 1.
Take
heed that you do not your alms before men. To be seen of them.
To what?
To be seen of them.
You got, listen, the scribes and Pharisees got money. They like, look, man, look what I'm doing. Or the people that follow behind them, look at all the money I got. I'm putting all this money in. This is what I made. Look how much I got. I'm putting it in the alms boxes. Right? I want everybody to see me. Read on.
Otherwise, you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
Why? Because it's not sincere. It's pretense. Right? You just want to be seen of men. That's what hypocrites do. They want to be seen. Right? They got to be when you're in high school, the popular ones. But I'm jumping the gun. But back at the ranch, right, they have problems at home. It's domestic violence going on at home. These type of stuff, fighting, drugs going on. But what, they got to put on this play. They got to be seen of men to have some kind of comfort, right?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Read on.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Therefore, when thou doest thy alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee.
Wait a minute. He said, don't sound a trumpet. When we sound the trumpet, I ain't going to get it. It was to call the assembly or for war. That's for everybody to come and see what's going on. You know when the trumpet is blown, right, based on the tone, all right? So they like, hey, look, don't sound the trumpet when you paying alms. Go ahead.
As the hypocrites do in the synagogue.
You see the hypocrite? Who in the synagogues, man? The scribes and Pharisees. You got a lot of people that follow behind them that did the same thing. Come on.
and in the streets.
What?
And in the streets.
Hey, man, look. Look, y'all, I'm paying alms, right? We in there in the streets talking about it. Hypocrites. Come on.
That they may have glory of men.
You see that the whole purpose is to have glory, to be glorified of men. That's another form of hypocrisy. You want men to glorify you, right? You want to be glorified of men, not of the Lord. I probably said that wrong. You want to be glorified of men, right? Not of the Lord. Read.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
That's your reward. There you go. The Lord ain't accepting none of them alms because it's not in truth. Read. We're going down to verse 4.
But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. That thy alms may be in secret.
That thy alms may be in secret. Secret, that means it's sincere. You have a thought on what you're doing with your money. Read.
And thy Father, which seeth in secret himself, shall reward thee openly.
Right. It's going to be apparent that the Lord is dealing with this particular person, right? Because they're doing things not to be seen of men, not like the scribes and Pharisees. Right. So the Lord can reward them openly. Read verse 5.
And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are. For they love to pray standing in the synagogues.
Come on.
And in the corners of the street.
Damn.
That they may be seen of men.
You see that? He couldn't have. That's why. Hey, them leaders, man, they were like, bro, we got to get him out of here. He is uncovering everything, man, all secrets. We're going to get into that. He uncovering all secrets. Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
They got their reward right there. So they could be seen of men, right? Give me Luke chapter 12, verse 1. Luke 12 and 1. So with all this being said, right, you know, we're dealing with the scribes and Pharisees. We're dealing with hypocrisy, right? And we're going to keep it rolling because guess what? Some of us are doppelgängers of them. Read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 1.
Read.
In the meantime, when there were gathered together an innumerable multitude of people.
So watch this. Christ waited it was a whole lot of people said, listen, I got to put this on Front Street. Everybody got to understand what's going on here, right? Because guess what? Whenever there's a lot of people, you got to point out those issues so everybody can fear God. Those things can be seen, right? Read.
In so much that they trode one upon another.
They were like, hold up, man, we got to go, man, some of them, you know, they understood it was Christ, but we got to hear what this brother got to say. This man is talking truth. Come on.
He began to say unto his disciples, first of all.
He talked to his disciples first. Watch this. Come on.
Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees.
He said, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, right? We just had Passover, right? Here the Lord say, get all the leaven out. People are like, okay, I'm going to get the leaven out of the house. I'm going to get the bread, right? I'm going to get all the baking soda, things like that. But right? So in the meantime, you got all that out. But it represents more than just food. It represents your mind, what sin that's in you. Message. So he said, read that part again, beware.
Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees.
I'm going to help you out. Beware the leaven of the Pharisees. Come on.
Which is hypocrisy.
You see that? He said the leaven of the Pharisees is hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. Hypocrites. Fakers. Pretense. Whited sepulchres, right? The brother's on point with that. Give Matthew chapter 7, verse 1. The scribes and Pharisees. Come on.
The book of Matthew chapter 7, verse 1.
Come on.
Judge not that ye be not judged.
Right. He's not saying don't correct each other. That makes no sense, right? Why would Moses judge the people, right? Why would he say, listen, the scribes and Pharisees sit in Moses' seat? Why would Jesus the Christ, the king, deal with Moses about, hey, Moses wrote of me. And we got scriptures on Moses judging. We got a book of judges, right? We got a whole book on judges. Then he said, listen, what the scribes and Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, do what they tell you. Don't do what they do. And then we fall off the rocker. We fall off the horse. He's not talking the condemnation. That's what he's talking about. Read it again.
Judge not that ye be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, ye shall be judged.
So the type of condemnation you give out, that's the type of condemnation you're going to get. Read.
And with what measure you meet, it shall be measured to you again.
So the type of mercy or compassion, the type of judgment you deal with, you give out, you're going to be dealt with the same type of measurement. So whether was the scribes and Pharisees just in their judgments, right? Was they have mercy and compassion, right? No, the answer is no. Because he say, look, they hypocrites, the way they operate. Read.
And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye?
So here's a brother, the scribes and Pharisees dealing with brothers or sisters. Here's an issue, a little issue with them. They got to harp on that issue and make it grievous. You dealing with this issue with this brother, this little speck in the brother eye, or a problem that the person probably have, right? Come on.
But considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye?
You don't see that big old beam that's sitting in your eye, that your head can't even sit up right? You got a big problem. But you dealing with the brother, making it harder for the or the sister rather, right? You got this big beam in your eye. Read.
Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thy eye?
Hey man, let me get that big problem. Let me put that mote. It's gonna bother me all day. That little thing gonna bother me all day. This is what the scribes and Pharisees was doing. Come on.
And behold, a beam is in thy own eye.
Christ like, man, you got a big old problem, man. You got adultery, fornication, you got hatred in you, you got murder in you, you got lasciviousness in you. The scribes and Pharisees had all these evil problems in them. Read.
Thou hypocrite.
He said, you a what?
Thou hypocrite.
You a hypocrite. Read.
First, cast out the beam out of thy own eye.
First, fix yourself, examine yourself. Right? Read.
And then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye.
Then you can fix. We just read. Go back to Matthew real quick, 23, verse 26. He said, first, the reason why you blind, because you got a lot of hatred in you. You a hypocrite. Read that 26.
Matthew chapter 23, verse 26.
Come on.
Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also.
Right. So fix yourself first. Then you can start correcting and rebuking individuals on their problems. This is what he was trying to tell the scribes and Pharisees and their hypocrisy. This is the problem they was dealing. This is some of the major problems they was dealing with, right? They was reading the scriptures, right? But they was getting blind. The Lord was jacking them up because of hypocrisy, because they wasn't keeping the commandments. And the way they was dealing was double dealing, right? So watch this here. Let me load up video 6. We have to understand that the Lord ain't got no respect of person, and he going to search out all the secret things in us. All the secret things. Just like how the scribes and Pharisees was doing, right? So give me that real quick. Deacon Mallow, fire.
I'm sorry. I ain't going to do it again. Please don't whoop me, you know. You are sincere. And you ain't fake. But you have some brothers and sisters.
Hold on. Replay that one more time. Replay it one more time. Just start it over. This the wisdom that the Lord has rained down on our leaders, man. Listen to this. Come on.
And you ain't fake.
I'll start from the beginning.
But you have some brothers and sisters. Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry. I ain't going to do it again. Please don't whoop me, you know. You are sincere. And you ain't fake. But you have some brothers and sisters. They are not here in sincerity. And they are not here in truth. You understand? Those are those fake brothers and sisters. I'm telling you all, there is some of y'all better learn to pick up on them, man. Pick up on the fake brothers and the fake sisters, that they are not here to serve God sincerely and truthfully. You understand? You are fake. You do not love your brothers. You do not love your sisters. You do not love the Lord. You complain. You gossip. You murmur. You know, that's all them people that was in the wilderness that got killed. Yo.
All praise. That's some heavy stuff right there, man. That just let you know, go to show that, listen, we the same people. we are the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And we got to make sure we examining ourselves. We got to cross-reference that. We got to see who we are, who we want to be, right? Who we are in the Bible, right? Are we the righteous that's going to examine and fix ourselves? Or are we like the wicked? Like an example, like the Scribes and Pharisees and Sadducees, right? Are we their doppelgangers? Let's get this, right? This going on us now. It's another portion of it, right? We're going to remember the class is called Hypocrisy, Spiritual Doppelgängers of the Scribes and Pharisees.
Come on.
I know this kind of strange. This is the first one I got. That's my first one. Is that the first one? All right, let's get it. Now, yeah, let's read that.
Doppelganger, double walker, someone who looks spookily like you but isn't a twin.
Right, somebody who look like you. Now, this is the physical attribute. Somebody who look like you but ain't a twin. Come on.
Is a doppelganger. Originally, this was a type of ghost.
A ghost, spirit. Come on.
The word doppelganger is German and literally means double walker,
Double walker. Come on.
as in a ghost or shadow of yourself.
It's a ghost. Wait a minute. A ghost or shadow of yourself?
Right.
Go to the next one. Read that up there. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Just the top part.
The doppelganger effect refers to the experience of encountering a person who looks remarkably similar to oneself.
So this is again the physical of attributes. You got movies like Doppelgangers and things of that nature, right? It ain't gonna say it, but you got examples of it. Come on.
Often perceived as a double or a spirit double.
A what?
A double or a spirit double.
A spirit double. That's what we focus on. We focusing on the spiritual aspect. Read.
Sometimes associated with a sense of unease or a bad omen.
Sometimes you're around somebody, you get an unease and a feeling with them. You're like, bro, I don't know if I need to be hanging around with this person. They weird as hell. Go to the next one. Wait. Go back. No, we're going to this one. So regarding doppelgangers, right? You can zoom in. We just getting that top piece. That top piece that's highlighted at the top. So hypocrisy and doppelganger, is it similar, right? We're gonna find out. Right? Read that.
While the terms hypocrisy and doppelganger are distinct,
Which means it's a difference. You can tell there's a difference between each one. You got the physical attributes of the doppelganger or spirit, or and the hypocrisy, a hypocrite, right? It's distinct. It's different. Read.
they can be conceptually linked.
Wait a minute. It said they can be conceptually linked. Read.
Particularly in a literally.
A literal means physically, right? That's I can tell literally. That's the same. Read.
Or philosophical context.
Or a philosophical context means an idea, right? An imagination. Philosophical. Read.
Where a doppelganger.
Well, what?
A doppelganger.
Here it come.
Might represent the hypocritical or hidden aspects of a character.
Whoa. It says a doppelganger. I thought I had a bomb there. But a doppelganger. Read that part again. Let's see if we can get it.
Where a doppelganger might represent the hypocritical or hidden aspects of a character.
Boom. All praises. So it says a doppelganger represents the hypocritical or hidden aspects of a character. That's that character you playing. That's that facade that we play, that we put on. Now it's talking about us. Now we talking about us. We deal with the Scribes and Pharisees. Now it's on us now. Are we doppelgangers of the Scribes and Pharisees? Are we spiritual doppelgangers? Right? We have this movie here called Us. I think about Jordan Peele, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody know it. We're going to run through some of these. These are, hold on, go back. These are physical attributes, aspects of doppelgangers, right? The physical form, right? They tethered of some sort. Let's go through them. This is her. That's the family. You got that's you up there at the top, the represent. That's you, the representative,
Boy,
right?
no way, boy.
That's your job or whatever, coming to the school, right? And that's the real you, the representative, the what they call it, the real you, the scribes and Pharisees, the doppelganger. That's you in the inside, right? At the bottom. Go to the next one. Brother be like, hey, how you doing? Shalom, sir. Shalom, brother. How you doing? Watch. And look at the bottom. It say, watch yourself. Go to the next one. But back at the house, that's you right there in the spirit. That's you right there. Brother all mad as hell. Sister crazy. Children bad. Hey, man, hey, look, that's us. That's the doppelganger. Go to the next one. That's the last one? All right. So we got to understand, like I said, the Lord ain't a respected person. He going to search out us, right? Romans 2:16.
The book of Romans, chapter 2, verse 16.
Come on.
In the day when God shall judge the secrets of men by Jesus Christ.
It says in the day that God going to judge the secrets of men by Jesus Christ. That's it?
According to my gospel.
According to my gospel. Paul was teaching the laws of God, right? Let's go to 2nd Esdras 16 and 62. The Lord is going to judge all our secrets.
Right.
We can't be secretly fornicating, committing adultery. A lot of us, not only that's in this truth out there, God is going to judge us all by Christ, right? If you smoking on the low, you killing babies like some be doing, you murmuring, right? You have secret hatred for people. You can't deal. You can't apply Matthew 18. There's a lot of stuff. We roll a lot of hypocrisy. Some of us are doppelgangers of the scribes and Pharisees. We move like them internally. So the Lord said, I'm going to search out your hidden secrets. Read that.
2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 62.
Come on.
Yea, and the Spirit of Almighty God, which made all things and searcheth out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth.
So the Lord, he said the Spirit, read that again for me.
Yea, and the Spirit of Almighty God, which made all things and searcheth out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth.
So listen, we got the God that created all things, everything, bro. Everything. He said he searched out the secrets of the earth. Just think about it. Under the earth, right? You got all type of, it's areas the white man can't even go to. It's areas deep down. He said, I deal with all that. Deep in the water with Leviathan at. It's creatures that ain't been seen like this. He said, I search out all that kind of stuff. Verse 61.
He made man and put his heart in the midst of the body.
He made Adam and put his spirit in his body. Read.
And gave him breath, life, and understanding.
So this same God that created everything created Adam, our forefather. Gave him this spirit and put all understanding. He did all that, but he don't see us. Give me verse 54.
Behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men.
He said, I know all the works of men. I created everything. I know your spirit. Read.
Their imaginations.
Your imagination is your thoughts, what you imagine, what you try to put in place, right, of the real you. Read.
Their thoughts.
Your thoughts.
And their hearts.
And our hearts. Hey, I don't know about y'all. This is some scary stuff. This let me like, hey, look, this is for all of us to be able to self-examine. The Lord said, I know everything. I search it out. Why you being fake? Why you act like you a white sepulcher, but you got dead bones all inside of you? Why you you trying to tell other brothers and sisters certain things, but back at the ranch you doing all kind of evil things to your family, or you doing it with yourself against the Lord. And then
Boy,
you
no
come
way, boy.
to me, you come to me and say, hey, look, man, thank you, Lord. All praises. I'm coming to the school, right? And you putting on this facade. He said, I search out all the secrets. 63.
Surely he knoweth your inventions.
He said, surely the Lord know your inventions. Read.
And what ye think in your hearts.
And what we think in our mind. Read.
Even them that sin.
You see that? Even them that break my commandments. Even them that sin. That's what sin. And what they do with their sin?
And would hide their sin.
You see, how you hide your sin? By being a hypocrite. By putting on a play. By putting on a mask. Right? By outwardly, you want to look good. But inwardly. 2 Corinthians 13:5, one more time.
2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5.
Come on.
Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith.
He said, listen, with all that, I can search out all that. Examine yourself. Examine yourself. Man, think about this. Examine yourself. Read.
Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How that Jesus Christ is in you, except you be reprobates.
Right, right. So give me those. We're going to deal with, y'all can write these down, right? Give me the, types of hypocrites. We're only going to deal with a few of them. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. You got the moral hypocrite, religious hypocrite, social hypocrite, political hypocrite, right? Environmental hypocrite. Go to the next page. We're going to come back. What's it called? Workplace hypocrite, relationship hypocrite, virtue signaler, all these types of hypocrites. Let's go up to, we're going to deal with number 2, right? Let's deal with the religious hypocrite, and let's cue those 2 videos, video 2 and 3. Let's read that religious hypocrite.
Religious hypocrite.
Read.
Publicly devout.
They publicly look righteous. Come on.
Privately inconsistent with those beliefs.
Privately, secretly, they inconsistent. You know how you got a checklist? You got a checklist on certain things on yourself. They say, man, you inconsistent in this. I gave you a job list. You only do 2 things, man. You show up on payday, right? And you leave early.
What the hell is this?
You show up, and then but here, you show up late. You don't do this sometimes. You complain. You inconsistent. Read the example.
Example, a person who condemns others for sin, but secretly does the same things.
Now, this is an easy one. We already know the Christian church. We already know it. You know where I'm going. Give me video number 2. We got a couple videos we're going to show with this religious hypocrite. You can play that.
Because there's a lot of hypocrite Christians out there. They claim they believe so much, but yet they're freaking doing stupid shit. Like if I really, really knew for sure, I wouldn't do anything wrong. Right now, I'd be in a robe, floating around, giving everybody a hug and shit. I'd be studying the Word like you wouldn't believe. Why? Because I don't want to get anything wrong. Because if you believe, then why are you doing what you're doing? That's my question. And nobody wants to answer that. You know what they'll say? We all fall short, brother. No, that's a cop-out right there, because it's really uncomfortable to be as perfect as you should be.
Yeah.
You know why it's uncomfortable? Because God going to put you through that fire. You got to be tried. We have to be tried. It's real easy. The scriptures say, Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord, lean not. Don't get comfortable leaning on your own understanding, on things that you do. You got to get in that fire. A lot of people don't want to get in that fire. They like, look, if I can play this, it's more harder. It's like it's almost more harder. You got to live a double life. Here you are, Bruce Wayne, playboy with all the money, and you Batman beating up people at night, and you get beat up. That's harder to live, the double life, instead of living straight on the straight arrow in plain sight, right? This is it. That's why Christ said, hey, I spoke openly to the world, right? Let's get that second video. We dealing with religious hypocrite. This is an easy one.
Come on.
Walk the righteous path and cast out those who lead us astray.
That's some
No, wait, I done heard enough. I need to testify, because there is a devil among us. We are in the presence of a false prophet.
I'm gonna have y'all to pause in a minute. Hold on, I'm sorry. Replay it. I'm sorry. I'm talking through it. Yeah.
Walk the righteous path and cast out those who lead us astray. No, wait, I done heard enough. I need to testify.
Here it come.
Because there is a devil among us. We are in the presence of a false prophet, a man who covets other men's wives. In that man's name.
Pause it, pause it. Look at this brother here. He like, man, I hope it ain't me. Go back just a little bit. I'm gonna let you play it. Look at him. He said, I got his name. I got his tag number. Go back just a little bit. Let's get his face. Watch the beads of sweat on this brother's head. Come on.
That man's name.
Look at him.
It's Pastor Don. I'm a man of deep faith who respects the sanctity of marriage. I would never.
Hold up. You got other women on the side?
Uh-oh.
You told me I was the only woman you were checking for.
Damn.
Oh, so you just laying hands on everybody?
Bring it on. I gotta go. Look at it. Look how the Lord searched
Only
you
God
out.
can save him now.
Hey, look how the hypocrite run. Hey, man, look. If that's you, you better fix it. The brother's sitting there like, ooh, I hope he don't call my name. Bro. Hey, man, look, Israel, bro, the Lord stop and search out all your stuff. Give me Sirach 1 and 28. Gonna cast you down in the midst of the congregation, man.
Come on.
Make you look crazy.
Sirach, chapter 1, verse 28.
We're going to verse 30. Come on.
Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor.
When you're at a low estate, don't distrust the fear of the Lord, right? That means you're fearful of the judgments. Come on.
And come not unto him with a double heart.
Don't be a double walker. Don't be a hypocrite. Right? Read.
Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men.
Uh-huh.
And take good heed what thou speakest.
Hey, man, I'm the, I got like the brother, the pastor, he running his mouth up there talking. Don't read that part again. My bad. I lost my thought.
Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men.
Uh-huh.
And take as good heed what thou speakest.
You got to take good heed what you're saying. What you speak is either going to condemn us, or it's going to be mercy to the hearers. Because why? You are applying what you're saying. We got to be real careful. Read.
Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall.
Don't say I got it. I got all of. Nah, we all got problems. We all double deal at times. We got to fix those things. Don't exalt yourself. Read.
And bring dishonor upon thy soul.
That's what you're seeing up on the video with the pastor. Bring dishonor upon your soul. Read.
And so God discovered thy secrets.
You see that? Because he said, listen, man, I created everything, right? I created everything out of nothing, things you can't see. I put the spirit in Adam, right? The wisdom and understanding. I search out all the earth. You think I can't look and discover your secret? Read.
And cast thee down in the midst of the congregation.
Come on.
Because thou camest not in truth.
Because you was in pretense. Read.
To the fear of the Lord.
Because hypocrites don't fear God. They want the glory of men.
Right. But thy heart is full of deceit.
You see that your mind is full of deceit. It's that vessel, that cup, or that platter that's uncleaned, right? Let's cue up the, go back to the types of hypocrites. Hypocrites. Let's look at, we're only dealing with 3, y'all. Social hypocrite. I think that's number 3. Let's look at that one.
Social hypocrite acts one way in public to look good, another way in private.
So one way, you like the Scribes as Pharisees. You got a visage that you trying to make your reputation to uphold. I got a reputation. I got to look good. And another way in private. Read. Example.
Being kind and inclusive in front of others, but gossiping or excluding people behind their backs.
Right. So that's in the body. You being kind, right in somebody's face, but behind closed doors, you talking about people.
What the hell is this?
A social hypocrite. You want to be seen. You want to have a good appearance. Let's get that video number. I think it's number 2. Nope, I had it wrong. Paper Man. Let me look at it. It's number 4. I'm sorry, number 4. Video 4. I'm looking at the wrong one. Video 4. Oh, don't play it yet. All right, it's off a movie. All right, it's called It. If anybody don't know, the guy named Henry Bowles, he's a bully. He has a image he has to uphold. He bullies everybody, punks everybody, even his own little henchman he got. Let's see how he rolls. Play that.
Yeah, there we go. Bonus. Put the next target out there.
He got to uphold a social, he is a social hypocrite. He got to uphold his image.
Just hold it. What the hell's going on here?
Come Pops.
Cleaning your gun, like you asked. You're cleaning my gun, huh? Dad.
Hey! He said, Dad, don't embarrass me. Don't make me look bad. I got an image to uphold. Look at him. Look at him how he flinching.
Look at him now, boys. Ain't nothing like a little fear to make a paper man crumble.
Damn! Pause it. Look, hold on. Let it play. Let it play. Look how he's shivering. Pause it right there. He didn't want to look like that, man. Go back just a little bit. He's shaking like, he made me look bad. Look at him. He said ain't nothing like a little fear to make a paper man crumble. He was supposed to be a man's man. He bullying everybody. He's shooting bottles. He let his pot, hey, hold a cat up. Get it done. I ain't gonna miss. Look, go back just a little bit so we can see him shake. He actually pee on himself right there too. Go back a little bit, when he's shooting the ground. Right, this player right there. Look at him, guys. Look at his partners behind.
Look at him now, boys. Ain't
Pause it
nothing
right
like
there. Oh, damn. Go back a little bit. Right there. Look at his homeboys. They standing stout, but look at him. He's real. He's fake. He flimsy. He had a social image to uphold. You can come back to me. He had a social image to uphold, and that image got broken because he wasn't coming truthfully. He wasn't coming right. He was being fake. Read that Sirach 130 one more time.
Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so God discovered thy secrets.
His secret is that he was a paper man. He wasn't really about that work like he was dishing out.
Right.
He was a hypocrite. He was not strong. He was not powerful. But he put on a facade to show that he was. Read.
And cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit.
Right, the heart is full of deceit. Let's cue up video 5. Let's get go back to the hypocrites. Let's go to I think it's number 7, relationship hypocrite. Yeah, hold on. It's for you brothers and sisters that's married. Relationship. Read that.
Relationship hypocrite expects standards from others they don't meet themselves.
Right. It ain't got to just be marriage, but I'm using this as far as marriage, for us dealing with each other. You got standards. You expect others to meet. You don't even meet yourself. Come on.
Example, demanding loyalty while being unfaithful.
Yeah. You got to do this, X, Y, Z, but you ain't faithful yourself. Let's cue up that video. Yeah. Huh? Yes. Video 5. Before you play it, yes, I'm about to tell. I ain't gonna tell. This ain't old. I'm about to tell my. Hey, look, it ain't old like that. So this movie, you can zoom in a little bit. I think it's kind of like that vertical video. You probably can't. Don't worry about it. This is called The Best Man. I don't know everybody's name. You got Terrence Howard. You got Tay Diggs, Morris Chestnut, his brother. I forgot his name. I forgot the other actor's name. Do apologize about that. But just if you don't know it, they wasn't married, but in this case we're using it for his marriage. The brother was cheating on his quote unquote wife he about to marry, and his partner laid with her, right? Because she found out, right? So let's play this clip, right? Play it.
You don't think that me has ever got with any other dudes? I'm the first.
Hold on, start it over. Start it over. The volume can beat up. Yep, come on.
You don't think that me has ever got with any other dudes? I'm the first, the last, and the only.
Uh-oh.
Really? Really?
Uh-oh.
So how do you know that?
Look at pause. He said, how you know? But look on his chest. He got the Christian cross there. That's a lot of people. I got to point that out. I'm sorry, bro. He a Christian. The Bible say do not commit adultery, right? Honor marriage. Fornicate, don't fornicate. This brother all over the place, man. He like, but that's the Christian church. A lot of brothers and sisters come in there thinking that same Christian mindset. Same Christian mindset. Go back a little bit. Let's play it again. I'm gonna try to stop talking. How you know?
So how do you know that?
I know my little angel, man.
So you mean tell me with all the sticking and moving that you've done, you don't think that Mia's ever tippy-toed out the door on you once?
He thinking now.
She did. Don't you think she'd be well within her rights?
Pause it. Look at his bottom lip. His bottom lip like, man, if you keep talking, man, you make I got stipulations for her, but I ain't following them damn things. He like, man, this dude is just uncovering all kind of things that I don't want to think about. That sounds similar, like how Christ was doing, uncovering the scripture. They were like, man, we got to kill this guy, right? Play on. Look at the bottom lip. It's tight as hell. Come on.
Karma, baby.
It's karma, baby. Here it come. Pause it. Wait, play it. Pause. Boy, look at the anger on that brother there, man. The fury. The fury. He's so pissed off, man. He like, man, why you said that, huh? Why you said that? Hold up. I'm gonna go to something different. I'm gonna show y'all something. Go to Acts 7. Go to Acts 7. Let me see. Read verse 51.
Acts chapter 7, verse 51.
That image here. Now, this ain't going into the relationship portion, but you see how violent and angry he was to hear the truth? Read.
Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears. Ye do always resist the Holy Ghost.
Right.
As your fathers did, so do ye.
This is Stephen getting on the leaders, right? Read.
Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted?
Yeah, which one of your fathers which one of your fathers, the prophets, didn't persecute? Because y'all the same, y'all the same seed. Y'all all wicked. Read.
And they have slain them, which showed before of the coming of the just one, of whom ye have been now the betrayers and murderers.
Come on.
Who have received the law by the disposition of angels and have not kept it.
He said, you received the law by the disposition of angels, by those leaders, those prophets, and they ain't kept them. Jump down. Nope. Verse 54.
When they heard these things, they were cut to the heart.
That's the image you seeing right there. Cut. He say, it's karma, baby. How you gonna have a standard for this sister here? You sticking and moving everywhere. You don't think she gonna do the same thing? You operating like that? Read that part again.
When they had heard these things, they were cut to the heart.
Here it come.
And they gnashed on him with their teeth.
They were running their mouth, talking all kind of evil. Where is it at where they ran on him with one consent? Maybe I'm missing it. It's all right. It's all right. I probably don't see. Nope. Verse 57.
Then they cried out with a loud voice and stopped their ears and ran up on him with one accord.
You see that? To put him to death. Look at that clip again. You ain't got to play it. Look, they partners. But the violence and the anger in this brother forgot all the love that the righteous stuff he's telling him. Look, bro, you've been doing all this evil. You don't think she's going to do the same? It's karma, baby. And the violent anger in him, just like the scribes and Pharisees, just like some people, when information come out on you, you real angry. I didn't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Go to Sirach 23. Sirach 23.
Come on.
Verse 18.
Sirach chapter 23, verse 18.
Come on.
A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me?
Who see me?
I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. what need I to fear?
Go ahead.
The Most High would not remember my sins.
You know what that's telling you? When it says, the Most High will not remember my sins, that means that's a brother and sister that understand their walk. They know they Israel and they understand the laws of God. That's what that means. That means you are doing things behind the scene, right? You got a lot of brothers and sisters that's committing adultery and fornication, all out and being secret, quiet. Shh, don't say nothing. The Lord ain't gonna remember my sins. Because guess what? All I'm gonna do is repent. I'm gonna say, God, forgive me. I'm gonna commit adultery. God, forgive me. God, forgive me. The Lord, like, I got a tally sheet, man. This person here, and they coming before me bowing that shalom. Shalom, bro. What was our Christ bless? He said, listen, this is what they doing. Read.
Such a man only fear the eyes of men.
You know why? Because that's where you get your glory from. They only fear the eyes of men. Read.
And know it not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Come on.
Beholding all the ways of men.
Read.
And considering the most secret parts.
Right. You consider the most secret. The Lord considered the secret parts. Read.
He knew all things ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all.
Right. The Lord say after. The thing is, the Lord, when he created, he going to focus on them. Let me see what's going on here, here, and here. That's the time we got to take with ourselves. What am I doing? What are my shortcomings? What are my infirmities, right? What are the weaknesses I have? I'm a hypocrite here. I gotta fix this. I gotta get a counselor. I gotta fix these things. The Lord say, I consider everything I created. Read.
This man shall be punished in the streets of the city.
Right, read.
And where he suspected not, he shall be taken.
Where he suspected not. It's places that you don't think that you're gonna get caught. Here you are at a store, right? Or a sister, right? You at a store and somebody drive by and say, hey, I know them. They ain't got no husband. They ain't got no wife. What the hell going on? You discovered. You're caught. Or somebody else catch you. Jump down to verse 22.
Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband.
Some women, how they leave them, read.
And bring it in an heir by another.
Wow, you bring in the child by another one. Another brother. Another brother, because you can't control yourself.
What the hell is this?
Yeah. What the hell is going on? Read.
For first, she had disobeyed the law of the Most High.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. You know it, but you do it anyway. Read.
And secondly, she had trespassed against her own husband.
You have dealt evil against your own husband who had stipulations and laws and trusted in you. He's doing the right thing. In this case, the brother doing the right thing. Read.
And thirdly, she had played the whore in adultery.
She played what?
The whore.
The what?
The whore.
You see that? I ain't said God said it. You played the whore in adultery. Read.
And brought children by another man.
Wow. That's, man, why do you think these laws is in here? Because that's what blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans do. That's what the Israelites do. And we try to hide those things from the Lord. Now, with all that, you know we're going to have some solutions. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the Lord say, when we tear down, we build right back up. That's our job. Give Revelation 2 and 5. We giving the solutions to the problems. Because at the end of the day, if that's us, then we got to fix it. We got to move like that. Come on.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 5.
Read.
Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen.
So watch this. As we are cross-examining ourselves, right? How do you know where you fall? You gotta put your evil on. You gotta write that stuff down. It has to be. Hold on, give me one real quick. Hold that. Go to Psalms chapter 51. I think it's 51. Let me look at it. Give me Psalms chapter 51, verse 3. Let's see what our forefather David said. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 51, verse 3.
Read.
For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me.
Right. David say, look, I acknowledge my transgression is acknowledgement. My sins is ever before me. There's some stuff that, I've heard leadership do, and I do it as well as I heard it. Write those infirmities down, right? Write those things that you deal with down, right? So they can be before you can see it. The Lord, David said, I acknowledge them. It has to be an acknowledgement of what you're dealing with. You can't hide them, right? We're going to hide what from the Lord? You got to acknowledge it. Read that again for me.
For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me.
I can see it, Lord. This is what I've done. My sin is ever before me. Verse 1.
Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies.
Here it come.
Blot out my transgressions.
Right, blot them out. You have to acknowledge it. Yeah, hey man, I'm a hypocrite. I deal with these types of things. Boom, 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 boom. You write all that stuff down. Now let's go back to Revelation 2 and 5. This is how repentance, how you're gonna be able to repent. You gotta acknowledge those things. That stuff gotta be there. And a counselor. Read.
Revelations chapter 2, verse 5.
Read.
Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works.
The first work, when you first came in, you was zealous for the Lord, the commandments. Do the first work, start over. Read.
Or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place.
Right, he said, if you don't do that, I'm going to take your candlestick and remove it. Not understand it, or I will kill you.
Except thou repent.
Except you change your life. Proverbs chapter 24. Why I got that? Proverbs 24:20. Let me see that real quick. So remove your Proverbs 20. Go to Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 27.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 27.
The Lord said, he's going to remove your candlestick out of there if you don't change.
The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord.
Read it again.
The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord.
Your spirit is the candle of the Lord. Read.
Searching all the inward parts of the belly.
Right, that's belly of your mind. I'm gonna search it. I'm gonna put your candle out. I'm gonna take my spirit that's on your understanding, and also I'm gonna remove your soul from your body. So this is what we gotta change. Acts 24:16. We gotta be able to repent, see these problems, right? You can't be hypocrite, even in the smallest matters. Can't be overweight telling you brothers overweight telling brothers to lose weight. You overweight. You can't do that. But I know this is I ain't touched on none of that, but it's all right. Read that.
Acts chapter 24, verse 16.
Read.
And herein do I exercise myself.
Paul said, I exercise myself. I train. Read.
To have always a conscience void of offense toward God.
Wait, he said to have a mindset void of offense toward. The first one was God. It wasn't man first. It was God. I'm going to have a conscience void of offense towards God. Read.
And toward men.
And then towards men, because the Lord, look at the secret parts. You got to be right with the Lord. If you're doing right by the Lord, guess what? You're going to do right by everybody else. Because what? The Lord searches them parts. You not want to be seen of men. You want the Lord to reward you openly. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 12.
Read.
Wherefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
We got to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Real quick, just give me the solutions integrity. Pull that up. Pull that up. Right. Go back to where you was at. How integrity or honesty? Let's read that.
Honesty, integrity, noun, honesty. The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change.
Right. So these is having more, read that in, the quality of being honest, having strong moral principle. Moral principles is God's commandments. We refuse to change, right? That's going also into when secretly you at your job, you at home, right? You had family members, if you had to visit family members, whatever the case is, you got moral standards that you ain't gonna change. You're not gonna be enticed to get around somebody who used to smoke weed and hide it. You're not gonna be committing adultery. You're not gonna be watching porn, right? You're not going to be murmuring. You around, classes just recently came out. Call them out, get that thing pointed out and get it fixed. Right? You're not going to be doing those things. You're going to have strong moral standards. Real quick, give me Job 27 verse 5. You're going to have integrity. You're going to be honest. Job chapter 27 verse 5.
The book of Job chapter 27 verse 5.
Read.
God forbid that I should justify you. Till I die, I will not remove my integrity from me.
Mm-hmm.
My righteousness I hold fast.
That's this integrity, the righteousness, which is God's commandments. Read.
And will not let it go.
I ain't letting it go. I'm holding it fast. Read.
My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live.
Right. Job is saying, I'm going to hold my integrity. Give me Psalms chapter 25, verse 21. These are the solutions. Honesty, having integrity. Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, you're going to be uncomfortable, but guess what? At least you're going to be honest. At least you're going to be clean. At least we ain't got to worry about the Lord judging you in the midst of everybody. You're going to be right. You're going to be rolling on a right, straight, narrow path. You ain't going to be no hypocrite, and you ain't no doppelganger.
Message.
Read.
Psalms chapter 25, verse 21.
Read.
Let integrity and uprightness preserve me.
You see that? David say, let integrity and uprightness preserve me. Read.
For I wait on thee.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
26 verse 1. No. Let's get a case study, an example. Go to 2 Maccabees chapter 6. We're going to read verse 18, and we're going to jump down to 23. Case study. We almost done.
2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 18.
Read.
Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man,
come on,
and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
During the time of the Maccabees, you had evil Israelites siding with the Greeks, the white man. And we had one of our leaders that were like, he knew the laws. He was forced to open his mouth and eat pork. Jump up to verse, 23.
But he began to consider discreetly.
So what they did, I'm just going to skip through it. Basically, you had brothers that were saying, look, I'm just going to put clean meat there. You eat that clean meat, act like it's pork so you can save your life. Read verse 23.
But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years and the honor of his gray head,
right,
whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child.
Guess what he learned? That honest education is God's commandments, and he learned it he learned it from his father and his mother. Go ahead.
Or rather the holy law.
What?
Rather the holy law.
He telling you what the education is. Read.
Made and given by God. Therefore he answered accordingly.
This is what he said.
And willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
Man, put me to death. I'm holding my moral standards. That's what he said. Hey, just send me to an early grave. I'm ready to go now. Read.
For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble.
Dissemble means to be fake or a hypocrite. I'm not going to be a fake brother. Read.
Whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion.
Because you have to understand something. We are examples. When you come in this truth, you are light to the world. We are examples to our brothers and sisters.
Right.
In this truth, when you hear, we examples to our brothers and sisters. You coming in and you moving in the right way, that's a great example. You moving in the wrong way and you fall. They're like, bro, what's going on with this person? I looked up to this person, right? Read.
And so they, through my hypocrisy.
Through what?
Mine hypocrisy.
He's saying, they, through my hypocrisy, read.
And desire to live a little time and a moment longer.
Read.
Should be deceived by me. And I get a stain in my old age and make it abominable.
Right. You see that? He said, listen, and I get a stain in my old age and make myself abominable. That's a righteous example, right? One of the righteous examples. We're almost done. Give me 1 Peter 1:22.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 22.
Read.
Seeing you have purified your souls.
How we purify ourselves? By God's commandments. We purified our souls. Read.
In obeying the truth.
You see that? The truth is God's commandments. Come on.
Through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren.
Unfeigned means unfake. You are real. Unfeigned love of the brethren. Read.
See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently.
Right. You keeping the commandments and dealing with each other fervently. Unfeigned love. You not being a doppelganger of the Pharisees. You truth. You dealing with honesty. You dealing with righteousness. Give me 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. Because the greatest example is Jesus the Christ. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Is it 1 Peter? 1 Peter's. Yeah, I got the wrong one. 1 Peter 2, verse 21.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21.
Read.
For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us.
Here come.
Leaving us an example that you should follow his steps.
See that? Why the Christian church said we can't do it? The Lord say be perfect. The Lord say follow me. You can do it. We got to follow the example. Read.
Who did no sin. Neither was guile found in his mouth.
Right. So who did no sin and there was no guile in his mouth. He didn't deal double-handedly. He was no hypocrite. And guess what? The men behind him taught the same thing and moved the same exact way. And we got to move like that.
Right.
Give me the Hebrews 2:1 and cue up video 7. Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 1. And we're closing. With closing, we want to give solutions, right? These solutions, right? Come on.
Hebrews chapter 2, verse 1.
Read.
Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard.
Right. Read.
Lest at any time we should let them slip.
Right. Give heed to what you have heard today and every day. Right. Leadership been bringing out many classes, much understanding and wisdom for us to get the kingdom has been coming out. Right. At least at any time we let them slip. When is that time? When you're not at the school, when you're at home alone, when you're at work, when you're at work, and here come this sister coming through, your brothers, here come this sister coming through. She's trying to say all kind of good things to you. Sister, when you at work or whatever, here's this brother trying to say all kind of good things to you. Brother, right. Brother, you around the unrepentant family members. They trying to get you to celebrate birthdays. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. At least at any time you allow them things to slip and you're not being honest and you're not standing on strong moral principles like the commandments. Right? All right, man. So let's cue this video up. Leadership Captain Young. Let's go.
Come on.
So while this video is being loaded, this is the things that we got to consider in ourselves, right? We got to be able to consider these things and make sure we apply the scriptures. And so when the Lord look at us and our secretly, right, we doing righteousness, he going to reward us righteously. Play it.
That's how Satan gets us when we're alone. Because the war is, can you retain your integrity when brothers and sisters are not around? Can you stay in the spirit when nobody's watching? See, right now, everybody got to stay in the spirit. There's witnesses. But what about when nobody can see you? Are you studying? When nobody's with you, are you praying? When nobody's with you, what are you normally talking about? Is it always about money? Is it always some dumb show on Netflix? Where's your mind when nobody's around?
Man, that is some heavy stuff, man. Right. Where is your mind when nobody's around and watching? It got to be stayed on the commandments of God. Give me one more. Sirach 6 in the last verse, 37. We're going to close out with this, man. We're going to close out with this. That's some good stuff right there, man. Surely your mind is burning in you to study and apply. Now it's time to correct. Come on.
Sirach chapter 6, verse 37.
Read.
Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord.
Let our mind be on the orders of the Lord. Read.
And meditate continually in his commandments.
Right. We got to always meditate in the scriptures. We got to playing in your car, audio, reading it, listen to a class. It has to be all the time so we can fight off all those evil urges that separate us from our God. Read.
He shall establish thine heart.
Your mind your mind going to be structured properly where you can defend yourself. Mentally. Read.
And give thee wisdom at thy own desire.
Your own desire is when you are studying, you're taking the leisure time to make sure you get right with the Lord. So with that, again, I'm Officer Joshua, IUIC Houston. This class is called Hypocrisy, Spiritual Doppelgängers of the Scribes and Pharisees. Lord's will, everybody got some understanding in it, right? Visit us as well. Israel United in Christ, visit us at www.israelunite.org. Got classes 3 times a day, 7 days a week, and on YouTube all the time. With that, shalom.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel United in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.